From the very beginning, the Cardinals never shied away from being the first, a founding franchise in the NFL. The first team in NFL history to have a female as its owner, and this past year, the Cardinals were the first team to fully broadcast and produce a high school girls flag football game of the week. 8 different games aired on Arizona's family throughout the 2024 season. Don't get it twisted though. These girls are ballers. Cue up the music because we're showing you the top plays from the 2024 season. Let's start off in Scottsdale for a game between Chaparral and Copper Canyon. While the Firebirds had the commanding lead, check out this run from Copper Canyon's Myra Dennis, making not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 defenders miss her flag on the way to a 40-yard touchdown. Celebrating with her teammates, she's telling Chaparral, "You can't get me. See ya," all the way to the end zone, making 4 defenders miss along the way. Now head over with me to Tempe for a defensive showdown between Castile Colts and the Corona del Sol Aztecs. Fourth quarter, Lacey Nemchek tries finding Ayana Austin off the hands and into the arms of Sophia Vallone. Is that someone tying their shoes? Nope, that's Vallone keeping the football off the dirt. Her 10th interception of the season. Samaya Taylor-Jenkins is known for being one of the best players that the Valley has ever produced. A baller. In 2023 and 2024, she was the Cardinals' Offensive Player of the Year at the wide receiver position. However, you cannot sleep on her defensive skills. In the inaugural girls flag game of the week, Taylor-Jenkins trotted back and leaped up for the jaw-dropping interception in the end zone, high-pointing the ball and bringing it in while falling to the turf. Wow indeed by Samaya Taylor-Jenkins. I know what you're probably thinking. How are there 2 plays better than the 3 you just saw? Trust me, there are. Come with me. And believe it or not, they actually come from the same game. Campo Verde versus Canyon View. Play number 2. Canyon View's Caitlin Jewell tried needling the football in the corner of the end zone, but Maddie Coger jumped in front of that to make a spectacular interception. How did she come down with that one? And the reason why they say defense wins championships is because teams turn those takeaways into points. On the very next play, Izzy Papp steps back and went downtown finding Ella Mutters all by herself. You see those highlighter yellow gloves and cleats to go along with a highlight play? Sign me up. Touchdown, Campo Verde. The final play on our list is a special one. Let's set the scene. Back in 2023, Campo Verde met Canyon View in the first ever state championship game. In the fourth quarter, score is 14-13, and Maddie Coger, who had that interception that you just saw, ends up blocking the extra point to make sure that Campo Verde secures their first state championship. Canyon View, they wanted revenge. Here's our number 1 play. And revenge tastes best when it comes via a standout special teams play. Mackenzie Pope takes the punt from hash mark to hash mark, running down the sidelines, making a defender miss. It's a house call for the Jaguars and Mackenzie Pope. Goodbye and good night, Canyon View wins 28-17, and let the celebration begin. Canyon View would enter the playoffs, and they'd end up winning that 5A state championship, avenging that 1-point loss from the year prior. Look, the 2024 season provided us tons of special memories that will stick in girls flag football history. And earlier this year, we caught up with Marana's Malaysia Roebuck, a wide receiver and cornerback. She talked about how much she loves the sport of girls flag football. And not only that, a special someone she gets to share the sidelines with.
Every team hopes to create a family culture within their organization. But for the Marana Tigers, the family ties are already in the locker room. The Marana girls flag football team has 3 sets of sisters: the Singers, the Browns, and the Griffins. There's also a special connection between assistant coach Sean Roebuck and his daughter, Malaysia Roebuck.
I try not to call him dad. I do sometimes, but coach.
Malaysia is one of the top girls flag football players in the state. That was on display against the Red Mountain Mountain Lions, helping her team in the 28-14 win. She could play any position on both sides of the ball, and she's a member of the USA U20 select team.
They call it a 50-50 ball. It's an 80-20 ball with her on the field. And you throw the ball up, I'm putting my money on her to go get it.
For Roebuck, looking plenty of time, throwing it into the end zone, and it is caught. A touchdown for Marana, and Malaysia Roebuck celebrating a 15-yard strike.
Football is in the Roebuck family's DNA. Malaysia's brothers, Desmond and Sean, are on the tackle football team at Marana. Desmond is committed to play at Buda Baker's alma mater, the University of Washington, and her father traveled and played in men's flag football. So, from a young age, Malaysia knew exactly what her calling was.
It was always football.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to play with the boys. I thought I was better. I am better with. Yeah.
Football has been there since she was born. Her playing with her brothers who are older, and just watching her like gravitate towards the sport. I'm like, man, she's probably going to be pretty good. At the age of about 11, you know, I'm like, man, she could be a problem.
Malaysia's burst on the flag football scene, especially as the sport continues to rise in popularity. This past summer, her and her club team, Tucson Turf, represented the Arizona Cardinals at the NFL Flag Championships in Canton, Ohio. She also took part in the girls flag football All-Star Media Day experience and played on the field at State Farm Stadium during the preseason opener versus the Saints. A large part of her success comes from the person she calls coach, but he has a more important title than just coach. He's dad.
It's really good. I have somebody to push me because not every coach is going to push me.
It's awesome. It's awesome as a father of a girl that plays, to see them compete and make each other better. Man, it's nothing like it.
All right, Tigers on 3 family on 6, 1, 2, 3, Tigers! Family!
Great job. Great job.